Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Gorham Maidstone who rule and teach word. Peace, salutation, blessing, and mercy to the Lord's hopeful elect who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth, who in these last days are looking forward to be delivered or to be saved from the hand of their enemies, from these untoward generations, and from this chain of darkness as well, which is this flesh, which is accustomed to do what? To wickedness, to do evil, to sin, So we are looking forward to be delivered as well from these chains of darkness, that we can be what? We can be beautified in the kingdom to come, by being changed from this corrupted body to incorruptible body, which is that every body, the body that is not gonna, it's not gonna be against the spirit, the body that is gonna be in tune with the spirit, to the point we are the nation, we are the people of Mosiah, we're gonna be perfected in the kingdom. So we're not gonna be seen anymore, because this flesh is always letting us down, man. But in the kingdom, we're not gonna be in the same situation that we are in, And without further ado, I wanna say we are living in the last days of the last days, So without further ado, I'm gonna read this book of First Samuel 2 and 6, which was a prophetic prayer, from Anna, So if you want to read about it, you read it up and see by yourself. But this was a prophetic prayer, which concerning to the time that we are in right now. As they say, the Lord kills and make. This is First Samuel 2 and 6. So the Lord kills and makes us alive. He brings us down to the grave and brings us up. And that's the work of the Heavenly Father. Mosiah is a perfect power. He's a balanced power. He controls the force of evil and the force of goodness. He controls the left and the right. We as people, we don't have control for destiny. It's Mosiah who is in control. Control of individuals and even the whole nation. As they say in the book of Daniel 4 and 17, it says, this is by the decree of the watchers to the intent, the living. Let me read it. I don't want to butcher it. This is the book of Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the business of men. So Mosiah is in charge, of everything, He is in control, No one have a say against the Heavenly Father, Mosiah is the one who sanctioned everything in this prologue, death and life, rulership, leaders, kings, even the sparrows, Mosiah say, they're not going to follow until Mosiah sanction it, So Mosiah is the power that is the one who is in control, the Heavenly Father. That's why he's been called the Heavenly Father, the Most High. Nobody, no one is above him. He is only power that is above everything, Most High. I read this book of Deuteronomy 32 and 39, which say, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Nobody can deliver himself from the hand of the Heavenly Father. When Mosiah put you in his hand, you can't run away. That's why Mosiah say what? Never boost yourself. Say what? Don't boost yourself. As they say in the book of Jeremiah, if you want to boost that you know Most High, as he say. I may read this book of Jeremiah 22, 9 and 23. Thus say the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the might man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, because all that is not going to help you, in one way or another when Most High bring his judgment, bring calamity on the earth, all those riches, the wisdom that you have, doesn't matter how many universities you went, how many degree you have of this word, all that will mean nothing, Neither let the might man glory in his might, be you in a army, or you are a policeman, or you are those people who have different skills of martial art and different talents, be it in boxing, whatever talent you may have, whatever skills you may have, all that is not going to help you, man, in these last days. That's why I say even your money is not going to be useful or sustainable or a way for you to receive salvation. Even those who are who have high status in this society, they can't deliver themselves. So don't glory in those things, man. Those are fresh things. Those are carnal things. Can be easier being taken away from you. But let him that is glorious glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So the Lord is the one who in charge, as well he say, in the earth, not anywhere else, in the earth where people live, animals and different creation that Moses have created, So we have to glorify ourselves, to glorify Most High by what? Knowing him, not glorifying ourselves, man. Because I have money, I have this, I have houses, I have car, I have this job, I have that, I have this. No, you glorify Most High, man. Be closer to the Heavenly Father. That's what important. I may go back to the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel 2 and 6 again. He say, "Oh, the Lord kills and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and he maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifted up." Who are the poor people on this planet Earth? It's us, the Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. But we are the richest as well, I may say, spiritual, because in the kingdom, all this wealth that this other nation have is gonna be under our control. We are the Lord's children, man, the sons of Mosiah, and Mosiah said, "Oh, the whole earth is his, man," and everything that are in the earth, in the fullness of it, and the fullness of it belongs to the Heavenly Father. So he's gonna give to his children, and that's gonna begin with the Lord Himself, Yahushua Mashiach, the word ignorant called him Jesus Christ. Him was the first son of Mosiah. He's gonna receive that, and he is gonna share with his beloved brothers, which are the hopeful elect, the governing bodies of the nation of Israel, 144,000, and the rest of the nation of Israel are going to benefit with that, with those blessings, man, as well. Now, when we come to our kingdom, as it goes on to say, He raises up the poor out of the dust. So we are in the dust right now. We are in the bottom, we are the servant. We are considered servants right now, but we are the kings. We are the priests of Mosiah, and that's gonna come in the kingdom, But right now we are going through what we are going through because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father, That's why we are in the position that is no prison, man. Our people are confused, you know. What? Are doing all manner of follies, man. You know, to the point all these nations are pointing finger on us. You know, saying that this is the people of Mosiah, but we are the people of Mosiah still, and we're gonna be brought back to our glory soon. You know, all this confusion, all these curses gonna be taken out of us, and they're gonna be placed to these other nations, as the Lord is saying in the book of Deuteronomy 30:7. You know, as it goes on, so what? And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, and that's what we are in. We are in that position as a nation. The Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, we are considered as the poor. We are considered as what? As a beggar. You know, no. We have no piety. We have no power. We have no might. You know, on ourselves, man. No. Only the Heavenly Father is the one who's gonna do miracles to get us out of this position and give us that glorious, that's glorious mindset, that's glorious status, you know, being kings and priests of the Heavenly Father in the kingdom to come, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord, and has set the word upon them. You know. So Mosiah is going to exhort us. You know. He's going to make us the people that are above other people. You know. We're going to be over all these other nations. You know, they're going to be our servant. You know, we're going to be their kings in the kingdom to come. You know. And it goes on, so he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. Who are the saints? It's us, the nation of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America. You know, as they say in the book of Psalms 50:5, you know, gather my saints together. Let me read it. Psalms 50:5 we say, oh, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who made the covenant with the Messiah by sacrifice? Is us, the nation of Israel. As it goes on, so and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for Messiah is judge himself. Salah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am Messiah, even thy power. No, I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifice or burnt offering to have been continual before me. You know, so Mosiah said that we are his people. He is our power. We are the saints of Mosiah. So as it goes on back to the book of Samuel 2:9, so he will keep the feet of his saints. Now, so Mosiah is gonna what? It's gonna make our path secured, man. No, and that path is gonna lead to our kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. You know, and that's gonna begin with the elect. You know, the saint of the saints, which are the hopeful elect. And that goes also, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. Nobody gonna prevail by his strength. And we know Esau is stronger. And who is the wicked? Let me say first and foremost is Esau Edom. And he is known as powerful nation in this planet Earth right now. He have power, he have technology, he have weapons of mass destruction. Nobody can touch Esau, you know. But it's only the Lord who's gonna touch Esau. He's the one who's gonna destroy Esau, you know. Esau being who? Esau as the so-called white people, you know. So nobody gonna take him down, only the Lord. You know, someone says, oh, the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. So all this weapon, this technology that Esau have is not gonna prevail against the Lord when he come. The Lord is gonna make hand of Esau's rulership, you know, and he's gonna establish the rulership of of our people, the nation of Israel, to begin with the Lord, the rulership of the Lord, man, I may say. Yahweh Mashiach. As it goes on, so the adversary means all the enemies of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. And who the number one enemy of the Heavenly Father and the nation of Israel is Esau Edom, the so-called warman. And it happened that he is in rulership right now. So the Lord is coming to take up the scepter of the rulership from the hand of Esau, and they put him down with the rest of these other nations, as they say, it's going to be war. When the Lord comes, it's going to have many crowns in his head, as they say in the book of Revelation. Those crowns represent the rulership that the Lord is going to come to take down. The rulerships that the Lord is going to come and take down, the number one being who? Esau Edom, he being in rulership, and the rest of this other nation. As it goes on to say, out of heaven, and I may read again, the adversary of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. So the Lord is going to come to break them in pieces, man. As it says in the book of Daniel, I believe 2, you speak about the stone that come from heaven, break the statue to pieces. That was the Lord, Yahweh Mashiach, It's going to come with a gigantic chariot, and around about him is going to be the army of angels as well, give him company to bring judgment, man, on the earth, to destroy nation, to destroy these leaders and their armies, Esau being the number one, and it's going to establish that his kingdom, which is going to be forever and ever. So as it goes on, so out of heaven shall his thunder upon them. So Yahweh is going to come out of heaven with a army of angels, and he's going to shoot them laser beams, to blast these nations. He's going to turn them to smoke, to powder, to ashes, in these last days, because these nations, they're going to gather together to fight the Lord, but they're going to lose badly, man. In that day when the Lord appear in the sky, the Lord shall judge the hand of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed. The horn of his anointed begin with the Lord himself, Yahweh Mashiach, So he's going to be exalted first, and the rest of the nation of Israel, we're going to be exalted to begin with the elect, while this other nation is going to be ended, as said the Lord, man, to begin with Esau Edom, the so-called woman. With that, I'm here, I'm saying Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat.